I don't think we need the writer any longer.
I don't expect you to understand this, and I am loath to admit it myself. But the writer is necessary. All my crew is necessary. Do you understand?
All of it. Every single one of them. Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 387 of Nick the Rat Radio. Looking for my bottle opener over here. It is Wednesday, 11/11, make a wish, on 5/24/2023. We've done it, everybody. We've made it to Wednesday. Let's open a beer. Ow. I almost took the head off of that roach over there. Getting so much. I think the noise gate on my system is just broken. You can hear everything you're doing. Greetings, Servo. Am I your campai? Drinking a Heineken Light tonight. That's all I had. I don't know. There's a little party going on in the sewer, and there's some Heineken Lights going around, so I just had a whole bunch of them left. So that's what we're having tonight, okay? I want to say rest in peace to Tina Turner. I think she was like 83. We listened to some of the music for, listen to I Can't Stand the Rain before the show started. Can't play it on the show because sadly her music is not CC BY. It is Will Sue You. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I don't know what she died of. She died though. She was pretty old. Good life. She'll be missed. Cheers to you, Tina Turner. I don't know. Did she have any weird controversies with her? Did she do drugs? Was Tina Turner a drug user? I know she danced around the stage. She probably took a lot of Viagra or something. She was running around, maybe some Adderall or something, but the Tina Turner drugs. Whoa, okay, Tina Turner, the first thing that pops up is she recalls swallowing 50 pills. 50 sleeping pills after Ike cheated on her with 3 women on the same night. Wait, wasn't Ike with Whitney Houston? No, that was Bobby Brown. What's up with these really popular female black musician ladies and fucking pimps or whatever they would be considered to be? Damn, Ike. In the same night? How do you even find time to do that? Like, they must have been prostitute. No, I guess if you're famous enough, like, oh, that's Ike. He's married to the famous singer Tina Turner. Like, I'll have sex with him right after she's done having. And wait, I guess I'm third in line. I don't know why you'd take. How did she live if she took 50 sleeping pills? Those must have been some really shitty sleeping pills. You'd probably only need like 10 sleeping pills to kill yourself, I would imagine. 10 sleeping pills should do the trick pretty well. But other than that, I don't think she really did any drugs. Let's go back to Google here. Actually, let's ask ChatGPT. I think since Diana's gone, ChatGPT will be the new source of all knowledge. Did Tina Turner do drugs? ChatGPT. Apparently, she was on drugs while she was married to Ike, but after that, she's no longer on there. Oh, fucking ChatGPT. I wish you answered me quicker. It's like it takes forever for it to type those words out. You know, it could just splurge them out. It's fucking. Copy paste. You don't have to pretend you're talking to me. Well, tonight's a very special episode of Nick the Rat Radio. We were supposed to have I shouldn't even talk about it. Never mind, I'm not going to talk about it. We have a lot of show planned for you tonight, I promise. Even though we were supposed to have a guest that bailed on the last minute. We were going to have a one of those people that are trying to live forever on the show. They were going to come on the show and tell us like about I think drugs or blood drugs and blood, and Viagra and stuff. Maybe some other things that'll make you last longer. I forget exactly what it's supposed to be, but last minute they bailed on me. So tonight we're gonna have open lines. We're gonna have the open lines. We still have a lot to talk about. I'm telling you, we do. ChatGPT, what should I talk about? George Soros. She did have very big cocaine energy there, Net. She was dancing around the stage like a mad lady, but she wasn't always wiping her nose and stuff. I've seen videos of Whitney Houston snorting lines on stage. Like, you see her like bent over, go, I will always love you. But that was just her thing. Everybody has one life to live. You get by a bus, get cancer, die from drugs, live to be 500 from taking Viagra. These things, you never know what's going to happen. But you do know what's going to happen on Nick the Rat Radio. We're going to listen to some music right away. We have Canco del Liadre by John F. Guilford. What? We'll be right back with more Nick the Rat. Bravo! Bravo to that man right there. That was a good song. That was a nice, little, lovely tune. The phone lines are open, everybody. If you want to give a call in. God damn, this noise gate dead. 917 9 2 tree.
Oh, I see. You're going to cut me off like that, huh? You're going to cut me off just like it's no big deal. Well, let me tell you exactly how I feel about that.
cut off, sir. Let me brush my hair here. Phone lines are open. Yeah, that click you just heard was me opening the phone. I'm sorry, I'm just brushing my face here. Yeah. It's one thing you don't think about when you're a rat. Is how much hair you have all over your face. Get popcorn stuck in there and shit. Oh. Ooh. 917-719-592. Wait, what the fuck? What's going on over here? There it is. 5923.
Hey, brother, it looks like I've wore myself out. What I was going to say is that belief in God prevents you from questioning what a belief is. What we really mean by the word belief. But like I said, I've wore myself out, and I don't feel like talking to myself anymore. I'll have to call you. We'll have to learn together, madam.
Hello?
But just as a side note, when we say believe today, what we're actually saying is I want my idea to be true. When I say I believe we go to heaven, that means that I have an idea of what heaven is.
Believe it's not always something you want.
Never question if ideas are true.
I believe you'll call me
We live
again.
inside the mind, and we've never touched life. We have never seen the beauty of life. Well, I will let you go.
Thank you.
Farewell to you, brother.
See you soon. I love what you've been doing with the YouTube comments. Mr. Harmonica Man has been on the YouTube has been timestamping all of his phone calls. Now, I should start paying him. If he could do stuff like that, he could work in the sewer for sure. Before the show started, I had to take a sexual harassment course thing. Is this like a New York City thing? Hold on. Is it required to be sexually harassed once a year in New York City? Let's say here. No, it is not required or acceptable for anyone to be sexually harassed at any time in New York City or anywhere else. Sexual harassment is a form of discrimination and a violation. Wait, no. Specific laws protected provide under New York City. Is it required to take the test? There's a thing. I think every year in New York City, if you have a job, you have to take a sexual harassment course. I think. Who's profiting off of this? Because hold on. Is it forced? If you are an employer in New York City, do you have to give sexual harassment courses yearly? I could spell. There's no Y in courses. There we go. As my knowledge, cut off in September 2021, New York state law mandates that employee provide sexual harassment preventions to all employees. As of my knowledge, cut off in September 2021. Either way, every year I gotta do these things. Might have been because of all that slap ass games I've been playing with Diane before she melted, but regulation outline the Stop Sexual Harassment in New York City Act. So once the government forces employers, basically, if there's a job out there, you have to pay somebody for these courses because your boss isn't sitting in a dark room with ChatGPT making up sexual harassment courses like, what are some words you can't say in the office? And then he makes a list like titties or butthole. You can't say that in the office. And these things change every year. Why don't they just give the same course every year? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. There's is it like this in every state? Are employers required by law? I could spell. Required by law to give sexual... Wait, okay, I got a chat room here. Anybody in here that have a job have to do this sexual harassment every year? I'm planning to give sexual harassment courses. Is my knowledge cut off September 20th? So something happened in 2021 where they either... What does this mean that they either stopped it or started it? I don't know. I can't read this whole thing. Explain it to me like I'm 5. How do you write that? Explain it to me like I'm 5. Sometimes required by law. Wow, it actually worked. He explained it to me like I was 5. The first thing about sexual harassment courses is, A, it gives you a lot of tips on how to pick up chicks. I never really thought about it before. You ever hear about this quid pro quo? It's one of those maneuvers in the Kama Sutra, I think. But basically, it's tit for tat. It's like, I'll make sandwiches for us tomorrow if you give me foot massages today. You tell that to your coworkers, and shit's banging. Like, there's so many cool tips you get from these sexual harassment courses. It's quite the experience. Also, there's these little videos and stuff. There's a lot of money being generated because these are some high quality videos and websites with logins and there's web developers. There's people getting paid to sexually harass people on video so you could watch it and know what to do next time you're feeling lonely at work. It's really strange. Basically, when you watch these things too, if you didn't know if it was wrong to do what they're doing in these videos, then you are an imbecile. You're straight up a slow fish or something. It's common courtesy that you don't act like this. And I guess they're just saying you could get sued if you do. But if you really need to have training yearly to know you shouldn't, like, stick your finger in a girl's butt crack when she's picking up a pencil, then what are you doing? It seems like they're kind of forcing people to change how they feel or something. They're trying to change you outside of your job. I don't know. I don't really know. It might be. It's. Surfa, you're right. Autism rates have skyrocketed. Maybe people do need these things, but then there should be other ones too. Like, instead of sexual harassment courses, why aren't there courses that teach you how to do your job every year? Like, oh, this is your job. This is what you should be doing. Because, you know, most jobs, you're like a robot. You do it and you don't have to think about it and you just keep doing it. I guess there's that first day training video where you're flipping burgers and they're like, don't stick your dick in the deep fryer. Small Talk 101. Here's things you can talk about. What's the weather, Jane? I had meatloaf last night for dinner. It's very strange. It's kind of like treating adults like children, which at that point, really? Isn't that what Glassdoor is about? You ever hear that website, Glassdoor? Which is it still up? Are there any Glassdoor competitors? Is there anybody that ever worked for Glassdoor that didn't like it? Are there Glassdoor competitors? Is he still thinking, ChatGPT? So Glassdoor, you basically just blast people. You're like, hey man, I was working here, and they put cameras in the bathroom, and people would applaud when I would take a shit. The thing is, can you just pretend like you worked for a company and shit talk them? Like, do you have to? Like, I never used Glassdoor because once I fucking quit a job, I don't really care. But let's say you're working at the donut store. Reddit. You're working at the donut store, and your boss starts to like tongue a donut. You know how to tongue a donut. You start sticking your tongue inside the hole of the donut, and you lick all the glaze and shit off. And while he's doing that, he's like looking and he's pointing at you, and he's pretending to masturbate or something. You just put that on Glassdoor, and the problem's solved. I don't really think you need a sexual harassment course at that point. Glassdoor investigated themselves and they found out they're not so bad. Let's see. There's a site called Indeed, LinkedIn, Comparably, Kununu. What is this? And then there's Fairy God Boss. It's designed for women to share their workplace experiences. Okay, I gotta go check this out. Fairy God Boss. Is it just like women talking about work? Is it like this place is good for a woman to work? Like there's a milking station? I think milking station should be more like right next to the water cooler. Hey Bob, hey Jane. See, you're milking yourself there. Oh, let's see these people here. I got a new job. I joined Fairy God Boss after seeking advice for quitting my job and leaving a toxic workplace. I found incredible inspiration and community here and happily stayed and learned from so many women. This is only for women. I'm starting to see something. There's no men on this site. This is like no boys allowed websites. So weird. Like if they had one of these for a man, for like men, would that be okay? Could there be like a fairy dude? Hello, caller? Caller? Caller. All right, caller. I'm gonna hang up on you.
Kind of fucked up.
Oh, there you are.
My bad.
Hello?
My headphones are kind of fucked up.
Your phone's fucked up.
No, my headphones. Like, I'm just having connectivity issues.
Well, it is that time of the year.
Whoa.
I
Was
think.
that like an astrological? What do you mean by it's that time of the year?
Yeah, it's the retrograde. Retrograde. Are we in retrograde? Are we in retrograde?
That's what I've been reading on Twitter.
Oh, the AI doesn't even know if we're in retrograde. It actually gave me some
At
bullshit.
least apologize for being useless.
He was like, "I'm an AI. I'm not a fucking liar. Whatnot."
Ask the AI if it'll apologize for being useless right now.
Let's see. Can you apologize for being useless? It just made an ASCII art of a razor blade. That's weird.
What about that was kind of sharp. You said what about that?
What? Who? Do you think it's okay for to have a boys' club? Like if you had a website that said you needed to have a pecker to log in, would you think that's bad or good?
That's probably privacy infringement. How are they a website about to verify it? It just seems like a sketchy. It's
That's a
like
good point
fishing
too.
for
Maybe
like
I should. Can I
some
join this
nasty
fairy god boss?
ass media, some nasty media.
Get
I
started.
don't know. I don't fuck with that. But it's interesting to think how criminals do though, of the sorts. But I don't know. Anyways, I just wanted to I wanted to say I haven't forgot to make you a piece of like some type of artwork or a drawing or something. I haven't forgot about it. But yeah. And I don't know. I just needed a vent too. I heard one of the voicemails somebody mentioned
Yeah.
about like I don't know talking to myself. So that just sparked me, like what you said earlier. So
S-
I'm so loaded off that sativa.
What have you been drinking? Oh, sativa. Oh, you're smoking. You could get loaded on weed.
I do, yeah.
I only
I
heard about
feel
getting loaded.
I feel too heavy. But yeah, what's up?
I only heard about getting loaded on like alcohol and stuff, not on weed. Maybe blasted. Like I'm blasted or what? Zoint. I'm zoint.
Blasted is like when psychedelics send so much info, getting blasted by mushrooms or
Got blasted by those
something.
shrooms, yo. I'm shrooming. Tripping
Like a huge
balls.
download.
I don't see anything on this website about having to have a vagina. I'm going
Well,
through
that's good to
their
know. Fuck, I can't even. Yeah, my search. I don't know. I was gonna say ask Chat GPT about something about a throat chakra.
How about
Throat
you
chakra
ask me
medicine.
about your chakras? I'm pretty good too, you know.
I like it. All right, what's some? So my throat chakra is fucked up, and I need medicine for it.
All right, what you want to do? There's this throat spray. It's like Banaka,
Huh?
but
Okay.
it's got honey in it.
Like nascent iodine? What,
Yeah,
honey? Okay.
possibly. But there's honey Banaka. Now, you want to spray it deep into the back of your throat a couple times, and just drink tea, warm stuff,
Is
warm
Banaka the name
things.
of a fruit? Is Banaka the
Banaka,
name of a fruit?
I think it's the name of a fighter in Mortal Kombat.
Oh, cool. Okay.
There's Banaka and Sub-Zero.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
look
have
at
to check it
this.
out.
I just
Thanks.
joined. I just joined Fairy God Boss. I'm in, boys. I snuck in.
Oh, jeez.
I took my giant schlong and I snuck it right past these women. Most recent job
Tuck it
title:
in.
podcaster.
Save it for later.
Company: Dark Sewer
Wild.
Network.
So wild.
Oh man, I'm gonna get laid. It's gonna be so hot. Most recent job location: New York City, baby. All right, finish. Wait, please add a company from the drop down. Wait, there's only certain
White
companies.
knuckles.
They only let you pick certain companies.
What a surprise. Is that a surprise?
Wait, I could add
I don't know. Is it
Dark
like
Sewer.
is it like capitalist favoritism?
I think so.
Like
This is
corporate
weird.
favoritism?
Boys, I'm in.
I don't
I'm
know.
in. There's so many girls here.
All right.
I feel like I'm at the fish market
with
right
that,
now.
That's bad. That's bad airtime. It's like I don't know. Calm down with that.
Let's see here. I have a bad case of imposter syndrome. In fact, I feel pretty much like I am an utter misfit in the place where I am, but obviously can't quit because I need money. Basically, am the breadwinner. What to do? There's 5 comments here. I would suggest that you. What the?
Ooh.
I'm not. Ooh.
Jesus, one is enough. Let alone all the people logging in to try to fix it. on a website that's sketchy in the first place. Like, where's their head at?
Not in my pants,
Anyway.
obviously.
That's good for you. Yeah.
Caller, I want to smoke
Yes, sir.
weed now. Can I smoke some weed?
Self-control is good, you know. I usually tell myself lately, smoking less is always working out better.
Yeah, it does.
Dude, do you ever, when I smoke, there will be synchronicities. I'll drop something and it'll land upright. Like I'll be an accidental good luck type of, with like dropping objects.
Oh, you should play that bottle flip game.
What? Okay, I want to ask a question and then hear your answer like off air. If that's after I hang up, I mean. What,
I need
what
air.
do you think are some effects of the psychedelics that are ESP related, and even cannabis? What extra sensory effects do you feel on cannabis? All right,
Let me smoke this here. I'll tell you right now. Well, when you're on cannabis, you feel more. How many people are on the phone line? You feel especially ESP-shally. There's people. You hear people's thought. You ever see that movie? What Women Want. It's kind of like that, but you hear what everybody's thinking, and it's usually they're usually just making fun of you. So it's you kind of tap into the negative psyche of other people using your own psyche. Your psyche connects to their psyche, and your psyche takes over and replaces anything that might actually be their psyche with what you psyche yourself into psychedom. You know what I'm saying? It's you also start to realize that you're going to die one day, and that that life is a lot more important than like titties and stuff. Titties are great. No, don't get me wrong, but there's so much to more, like trees and a weed, precognition. I guess that's one thing. Yeah, servo. Yeah, pretty good. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more Nick the Rat Radio. This, that shit, beat mecca mecca rocka mecca mecca hiney ho. What? Hey, everybody. Let's thank some people. We got a P.O. Box. 90549, Brooklyn, New York, 11209. I saw the Too Many Eggs book is coming to my P.O. Box soon. I had to send Mimi something. TooManyEggs.com. Too Many Eggs. TooManyEggs.com. TooManyEggs.com. I'm going to have a live stream of me just cooking eggs all day. I'm going to cook all 800 eggs. That actually would be really... That'd be a good promotion right there. Do like a fucking live stream where you just cook 800 fucking egg recipes in one set. Oh. I wonder if that could be done. That would take a lot of planning. 800 recipes with maybe a couple eggs each. That would take way too long. Maybe I could do like a video, like a week or something, of doing each recipe. I like eggs. I'm a ovum fan. I'm a fan of the ovums. We gotta check. Negative interest in chargeback. 69 cents. From Sir Mike Crotch, PhD. Thank you for the envelope. You could also donate on Twitch if you want to do that. Ducky on resubbed 7 days ago. 46 months on him. Whoa! What the fuck is this? How come this is... Ducky, do you like delay and then push it through again? Because there's a... It says 46 minutes ago you did the same thing. 46 minutes ago you did 46 months ago. But then I also have the 7 days ago with the 46 months. I'm very confused. But cheers to you, Ducky. I don't know how you do what you do, but you do what you do. It is strange. Yeah, I'll take a picture. I'll post it in Discord. It's pretty weird. Where's my clipper? Snipper clipper. I should call it the Moil tool. There we go. Bop. Copy this. Edit copy. Edit Discord. Edit paste. Edit clip. Clap. Look at that shit. It's weird. Weird. Don't know how that goes on, but it do. It be what it is, right? All right. Also, you could... Wait, is this going... Is that on? Is that why it sounds so... Oh, I was hearing some weird shit. All right, I think the recording's better than what I was hearing. But either way. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Let's thank some other people. If you go to nicktherat.com, click on donate, click on thing, do the thing with Schmittig. nicktherat.com, donate. Oh, hold on. You might be a time traveler. Actually, we're all time travelers, aren't we? Nick the Rat, PayPal. Here we go. Oh, Curry and the Keeper. Get on their newsletter. It's pretty funny. We got a couple of donations here. We have a 35.35. Nick, stop the harmonica guy and bring more Zindu. From AP. All right, I'm gonna... Well, since you requested Zindu, I'm gonna have to send him a letter and get him up here. But 35.35. Thank you so much, AP, for the donation. We should get like the harmonica guy to box Zindu. They're probably both featherweights, I think. So, ow. Cheers to you, AP. Tastes like seltzer. Thank you so much. And I like your email address. We also have a donation here from MAC for 420. Thank you so much, MAC, for the 420. And you've been around for a while, so I'm going to give you a cheers, too. Cheers to you, MAC. I think that's it. Those are the donations this week. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, checking it out, and but the big moneymaker on the show, not just the donations, it is corporate sponsorships, advertisements. That's where the money's at, kids. If you want to make money, just sell your soul to a giant mega corporation and play advertisements that they want you to play, all right? So we're going to listen to some ads right now. We'll be back with more Nick the Rat. I hope you're sticking around, doing it. Love you all. Bye!
Hey, I treat my website like any third I poop. I don't need it to tell a story. I want people to know what the fuck they're looking at as soon as they possibly can, you know? The only difference between this turd and some of my other ones is this one can be flushed more. I'm Carl Coffee Bean, and this is my shit space.
The mark of the devil is deadly. The devil's nightmare will leave its mark on you. Rated R.
That was a Hey You Let Me Open on Accent by Sass Entertainment? Maybe? Check it out. All the music can be found on SoundCloud /NickTheRat/likes. Or click on nicktherat.com, click on something, click someplace else, click... actually, it's on nicktheratradio.com. Go to nicktheratradio.com. Go! Get the fuck out of here. Turn the shit off and go to nicktheratradio.com and turn it back on. And then stay. Hi, how are you? Doodle doo doo doodle doo. That song, I was grooving to that song. That's pretty cool. I don't know if any of you guys are beat makers or some whatever the fuck you would musicians out there, but they just came out with a like an Ableton Live, Push 3 Live. Everybody's talking about it. It's all over the goddamn place. It's too damn expensive for me to care about, but it's like a whole computer into a DAW in a piece of hardware. It looks pretty cool. I would rather that than the MPC stuff. I think Ableton's better than MPC. Anyway, 3 people know what I'm talking about, maybe. No, actually, there's probably a lot of people that know what I'm talking about. But maybe talking about. Nine 917-795-923. The phone lines are wide open. They're gushing. If you want to give a call, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Hey, Terry, there's a train coming. Coming down the bend, Terry. Hey-oh.
Okay, wait a minute, second here. That fucking little ancient scripture thing was said eat dog shit backwards though.
Hello, caller.
Nick,
Hi.
what's up, dude?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Me too.
Hi.
Well, don't stop there.
Don't
Get
stop
more
till
high.
getting up. Get on, get high. Don't do boo boo doo boo. What are you high on tonight, sir?
Marijuana.
Nice.
What the fuck else?
I don't know.
Sir.
You been
Why
high
you
on
call me names?
life? You be high
What's
on.
with people saying sir all the time? Why is that so popular?
Why is sir popular?
I'm not in the military. Yes, everybody calls me sir. I've
Well,
noticed it. And I keep telling people, no name calling, no name calling, no name calling, no name calling. Everyone's calling me sir.
well,
Everywhere I go.
it's because you have that upgrade with the
Bullshit.
floating
It's not-
pronouns
no,
above your
it's
head.
what people do. It's not about me. It's what people do. I am not a sir. They're just saying the word. They're saying it like ironically sometimes.
Because you wear a dress. It's midnight in the sewer, sir.
Yeah! Midnight in the sewer.
Thank you,
Now
Servo
it's in the
Dougie.
morning.
Sweet is good. Caller, the thing is, it's because you have a serious air around you. Do you know this?
I
do
not, though.
You have an aura of seriousness.
I fuck around so much and I'm always joking.
But that doesn't matter. Your aura is serious, and that's why people take your jokes as being like cruel and mean.
Maybe
because
you're right. Maybe you're right on this.
Do your jokes include
like,
slapping people?
It's still possible that both things are true and that people say sir just way too much all the time.
When's the last time you slapped somebody, sir?
Dude, sir, I don't slap people. I didn't come here to fucking hurt people. But with my words, sometimes people are sensitive, and that's not my fault. I'm just fucking around.
So you slap people with your tongue?
Yeah, you could call it that. I'm hilarious, and I work real hard at it. But I can't stop gambling.
Have you ever been a wrestler?
A wrestler? Nope, not me. My older brother was.
Oh, see, I could. You have this aura of masculinity, sweaty men slapping people with tongues and fingers and stuff. It's weird.
And mayonnaise.
A little bit of mayonnaise.
Can't have too
Mayonnaise.
much of that. With some Bob sauce, fried green beans.
Caller, have you ever skinned a chicken? Skinned a chicken? Prepared a chicken? What do they call it?
I mean,
Plucked?
not skinned from the start. No,
Not from the start, no.
I mean I cooked the chicken.
Oh, that's. Have you
Every
ever
Wednesday for
skinned
the last
anything?
2 months.
Have you ever went hunting?
Nope,
No.
nope, not me. I like fishing, but I'm always the guy who's like, hey, take it off the hook for me, will you?
Right, ma'am, calm down, okay?
I know. Pull up my skirt, will I?
Do you ever have a sexual harassment course?
Kinda.
Isn't it demeaning?
Yeah. I had an incident where someone accused me of something. There was no like courses beforehand or anything,
Yeah.
but there was a phone call with the HR department, and like it was a stupid interview, and I switched stores. The manager of that store was like, "We're gonna give you a fresh start over there, so you can get away from this crazy lady. How about it?" And she made up a story, and I'm like, "What is she talking about? Oh, really? Okay."
Well, yeah, at that point, it's your word against her word. There's like probably no evidence that you slapped her in the ass so hard that
Nick,
left a
I
mark on
think
it.
some women want to make some things up.
Well, they could give birth. They're women.
They're
They want to
crazy too.
when a woman doesn't give. Never mind.
Both things are true. Yeah, they give birth. Yeah, they're crazy. Of course.
Everybody's crazy though. A little bit.
Well, the ways in which we're crazy, you know.
I was thinking about this earlier. Like, there's why don't we let people be crazy? Like, we need to let the crazies out more. Like, if I want to do a shimmy, then a hop and a skip down the street, I think we should do. But people would yell at you and make fun of you for it. I think the crazy people need to step up.
This Jacob's uncle, who's the owner of this bar, and he cut me off a couple times drinking, like 12:15. I'm like, okay, and I go down the street and get a couple beers somewhere else. And I'm just gonna stop going in there. Like, fuck you. Look at all the business I'm gonna give everybody else. It's stupid. Why are you cutting people off for just sitting there and like? He's like, oh, you're drunk. You're stoned. Yeah, it's a bar late at night. Fuck are we supposed to do in here?
Probably a priest during the day.
I don't know. Yeah, why do you own the bar? You know, pick on me. It's because I threw darts too hard for a while. Then I started throwing them soft, and now we're cool on the dart thing, but he's still after me. I'm just a guy who gets picked on, Nick.
It's your aura, man. It's your aura.
Yeah, totally. My whole life I got picked on by all the authority figures or like the tattletales want to tattle on me.
Cole, you're stronger than you know. See,
that's true.
You have so much power just leaking out of your orifices that you don't really. It's like when Superman jerks off, he's fine because it's his own dick. But when he jerks off his boyfriend, it explodes. It's not good. He's too strong, but he doesn't know.
Recently someone told me that I smell like another man's cum. And I thought it was hilarious. I'm going to start saying that to people.
I don't think you should. I just watched a video today where they said that's explicitly.
Yeah, I work in kitchens where those kind of jokes fucking fly. Okay, you can do it. You know, I'm going to go right up to like 7 different cooks tomorrow and do it. Because the other kitchen I trade jokes from one kitchen to the other. It's awesome. Hey, you guys never heard this? Look what I heard over here.
I was trying to.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm trying to burp myself here.
Fucking right.
Why do my burp smell like cum? Wait,
I'm not sure. I'm not a scientist.
pretty gross.
Maybe it smells good. What do I know? I'm not in your sewer. I'm in this sewer over here.
So are you a chef or what are they called, a souffleur?
No.
You're a
No. I'm a studier of the chefs. I'm the
so
grunt.
you're a peeping Tom? What?
In one job, I'm a cook. The second one, and in the first one, I'm like a hardcore dishwasher prep. Cut all the potatoes and make the guacamole, and they like abuse me big time. But we got a new owner that's rewarding me and gave me a raise and whatever.
You should tell them they should all take sexual harassment courses.
I get a lot of extra hours at the first job, and I can like bullshit my way through it and smoke a bunch the whole time and wander off or whatever. And I know what I'm doing. The second job's kind of hard, but I'm cooking.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Salad. Because you just throw lettuce on there and put some tomato and cucumber, make a party with croutons, and woo!
It's fun to cook stuff.
Hell yeah!
I like to watch
Chicken
things
too.
change.
Yeah, like when the chicken cooks, it's great.
It
you
is.
Like throw the thermometer in there and you stick it. And you're like, oh, you're not ready yet, fucker.
You actually
the pretzel sticks are a bitch, Nick. You know that?
Well, you got to slap them around a little bit. Tell them who's
feel
what's
like
up.
They're burnt right away or they're not cooked right. I don't know what the fuck. I should slap the pretzel sticks around. You're right.
You just have to perfect your thing, man. You have to get these pretzel sticks. You have to figure it out.
Well, not till next week. Now I'm going back to the shit I know what to do.
You should
on Sunday I'm gonna do both jobs.
You should make pretzel sticks and then use it and come on them.
Put them up somebody's butt. I have picked somebody.
You could either have the one with the salt or no salt. Salted for her pleasure.
Salt. Always salt. You don't want salt, but you're getting it anyway.
I like a little bit of rock salt. Little bit of that salt that'll melt ice.
I've never seen a ticket that says no salt on the pretzels. So weird.
I sometimes take some of the salt off because sometimes it's just too much salt. I want the salt, but I don't want it just to be like... I don't want to turn into like a sardine after I eat a fucking pretzel.
I want to talk about green beans again, like last week.
We were talking about green beans last week?
Maybe. I like the fried green beans, and people want to know. People have spoken, right?
They have.
Green beans are cool.
My favorite are edamame. Are edamame green beans?
Oh, we got edamame on the ahi tuna salad.
Edamame's the best. You could shoot people in the fucking eye with them from like 30 feet away. Pew! Pew, pew! And then you could just claim ignorance. You could almost kill somebody in like a fucking Japanese restaurant.
Right.
It's like I
act retarded.
I try to eat it.
I don't even know how. Can I stand up straight? What am I doing over here?
You could probably do that with other beans too. There's probably like a bean ninja out there, like murders people with beans, like the bean assassin.
Hell yeah, dude! The fried green ninja. We're the green ninja beans.
Somebody's eating their food, and when they open their mouth, you shoot a bean down there, and they just fucking choke on it. So I just squeezed my bean. I don't know. He died. I'm sorry. Negligence.
Yeah.
It kind of gets hard when you like after you kill like 6 people with shooting beans in their eyes and their throat and their nose and stuff. But
it gets hard, but you make it look easy.
You do.
Totally.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's what makes people ninjas. Ninja should be a more common word instead of like fucking literally. You know, when people say appreciative,
Yeah.
it really bothers me. The fucking word is grateful. Could we just say grateful? Why do we have to add a syllable and go appreciative?
Appreciative.
It's stupid.
Appreciative.
I don't like that word at all.
I will show you my appreciation.
Say grateful when you want to say I'm appreciative of this guy. Whatever, just say I'm grateful for what this fucker did.
Say this
It's
dude's
two
good.
word, 2 syllable.
This dude smells like fresh cum.
All right, since one syllable, you know what? All the gay bars are one syllable words. You ever notice that?
No, they're usually a couple of words.
I see a lot of one syllable word gay bars around me. Maybe it's just me.
Because they usually put bar at the end of it. Like, there's the gay bar.
No, that
It's 2
doesn't
words.
count.
There's the cum bar.
I
It's
mean,
2.
like, you know, one word. Like twist.
It's the twist bar.
That's an example. Yeah, it's the bar, whatever.
The shimmy.
Back to green beans. How about it?
Green bean bar. You should have a green bean bar. You should become a green bean chef master.
I've always thought bars should sell mashed potatoes.
Mashed
Such a
green
simple,
beans.
profitable. I mean, they go well together. You could sell the green beans even faster if you got mashed potatoes on the side.
That's true.
That could be so profitable for every bar. And like, I'm a drunk. I would like some mashed potatoes. Why aren't they available in bars?
When you're drunk, you want
It's
something
so
harder
weird.
in your mouth, though. You don't want just something gooey goo.
I guess.
I don't know. I guess
Not me.
Maybe if the mashed
I'm a
potatoes.
simpleton.
You use
when
that.
it comes to calories.
What do you do with that fire? You like flambe it. You flambe the top of the mashed potatoes, make it kind of like crusty, crunchy, like an outer crust.
I've seen that. I've seen them do it with the brulee thing, creme brulee. That's a torch.
You should make mashed brulee, where you brulee the top of the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Because then you'd have like a crispy
cinnamon
thing.
sugar on top.
Fuck yeah.
That'd be cool. The only thing that gets the cinnamon sugar is, I don't remember. Yeah. In the sewer, bitches.
Heck yeah. I'm drunk.
Me too.
You want to go down and twist with me later tonight?
I do.
We could pop peas down people's throats.
If
Killing
you were
them all
there,
night.
I would show up. I would go if you were really there, but
there was a no agenda meetup in Brooklyn
anyway.
recently. I almost went to
Brooklyn. I almost went to like 3 no agenda meetups.
You should go. They're really good. The ones that I've been to have always been great.
I know. I gotta take a day off of work, dude.
Well, hey, then do it when you don't have to.
Set records.
Make that bread.
What was the hit streak record in baseball? 56, right?
400.
I'm at like 43 days in a row working. I gotta keep going. A couple more weeks and I beat the baseball hit streak record.
You don't even get like 1 day off. You working 8 hours every day?
Not a couple of those days were like today was like 5 hours or something. Some of the days are 4.5, 5 hours. Yeah.
Okay, that's.
But some of them are like 12.
Hey, oh.
And yeah, there's a lot of 8, 9 hour days, but some of them are pretty long and crazy. And Sunday I'm gonna do both jobs. I've done that a couple times.
You need a robot or something.
There could be 2 of me, and I thought that would be awesome. Like you ever seen Multiplicity?
With Michael Keaton?
Yeah, that was a fun movie. I saw it in the theater.
You know what's so weird? I've been smoking this weed, and people are talking about synchronicities, and now you're talking about Michael Keaton. I've been thinking about Michael Keaton a lot the past couple days.
Hell yeah.
He's just been
on my mind. What do you know about him now? Tell me about him.
He was in a Spider-Man movie as the Vulture, but he was also in a movie in the 90s called Batman, or 89, and he was also in a movie called Birdman. So he was Batman, then he was Birdman, and then he was the Vulture.
Well, so, people say birds aren't real.
No, they're not.
Are you telling me that Michael Keaton's not real?
Michael Keaton might be a figment of our birdimation. My microphone's breaking here.
Exactly. That's your synchronicity talking to us right now. Michael Keaton is like a special fucking character in our world.
He's like a Bernstein
we
bear.
are indeed in a simulation, right, Nick?
He's like Mandela. It's the Keaton effect.
The Keaton effect.
When was he born? He's old as shit, isn't he? What is he?
Maybe.
Is he older than Harrison Ford?
Ask your GPT fella.
I have to type. All right.
I don't know how old Keaton is. He's like 59 or something. He's fine.
Who's older? Mike Keaton? I forget how to spell Michael, so I'm just going to write Mike Keaton.
I'm older than LeBron James.
Or... I don't like LeBron James. He's silly. Who's older?
He's
Mike
not
Keaton
that old.
or
That's all I'm saying.
James Dean? Who's that?
This guy sucks, and he's still kind of young.
David Duchovny. George Clooney. Who's the Indiana Jones guy? Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Right, who's older?
He was
Michael
in the
Keaton.
Star Wars movies, too. What do you think of the Star Wars movies, Nick?
They exist. I liked Rogue One was pretty fun.
All right. Can I tell you about what my experience with Star Wars?
Sure.
I saw the very first 3 movies, the ones from the 70s.
Yeah.
When I was like 10 years old, in the 90s, in like the early 90s. And I watched them all in one night, and I drank a lot of Diet Coke. And then the next morning I was like, Dad, it was my brother I watched them with. And I was like, Dad, that movie sucked. All of them. I never watched another Star Wars movie ever again. But I watched the first 3 all in one night when I was real young. Learned my lesson.
Well, it's good to learn your lesson early. Have you ever seen?
I told that story right.
The other trilogy? Was it?
Back to the Future is awesome.
RoboCop, Total Recall, and
I like
The Running
RoboCop
Man.
a lot.
Have you seen those movies?
I've seen some of Total Recall, none of The Running Man.
What?
I've never seen anything Running Man. What's that?
You've never seen The Running Man? Have you ever seen RoboCop?
What is it? Definitely. I like the original RoboCops. Yeah, totally.
Wait, is Running Man?
What's Running Man?
It's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I don't know about it.
It's about a guy that runs a lot.
Nick.
He's got a
big guy who runs a lot.
The big guy who runs.
It's called Running Man.
It's more or less.
I thought it was a metaphor, My bad.
Let me hold on one second. I gotta see. It's Paul Verhoeven. What is his movie? Paul Verhoeven. What a guy. What a guy. Did he do Running Man? RoboCop, Total Recall. He did that other movie. He did that one with the bugs. He did Showgirls.
You ever seen Justified?
Justified? I watched the first season of it.
It's such an awesome show.
I liked it. Yeah, well, yeah, no, the guy's a
I've
good
seen
actor.
it all the way through a bunch of times, like 10 or 12. I love that show.
Did you ever blow up a church with a rocket launcher?
No, I would like it if I have. I would be a badass dude if I did. Yeah. Shit's awesome.
What's your opinion on Star Trek?
No, it's better to just work hard. Excuse me. What's my opinion on what?
Star Trek.
No, I'm not experienced with it. Used to make fun of it.
Hello?
What time? That's fucked up. Well, I'm still going to take this as a sign from God because I have no idea what God is. I mean, really, I'm lost completely when it comes to God or truth or love or right now or what I am or what's beyond thinking. Yeah, I'm lost for that. So I'm going to take this as a sign from God. And I'm just going to say, well, just keep doing the podcast and just quit being an idiot. But, wait a minute. I'm not supposed to call my people an idiot. Oh. Well, I mean, if somebody is actually stupid and you were saying, well, hey, man, you're actually stupid, you might want to consider or, kind of question the way you think or believe. And, well, if you believe anything, well, actually, you're stupid. What do I mean, sir? Well, listen to me. Do you want to understand?
Well, yes, I would like to understand what you're saying, sir.
Well, what I mean is that, when I say you're stupid, it means like, well, it's simply put that you don't understand what life is, what's going on right now.
Okay, I'm following you, sir. Please keep going.
Yes, sir. That's very nice of you, but what it means is that if you don't understand life completely and you're living life, well, isn't that a kind of a limited form of life, which may or may not be called retarded, or depending on what social circus you want to fucking call.
I understand you, sir. There's no reason to be politically correct with me, sir. Just tell me what this means.
What I'm saying is, if you don't understand life, well, if you're living it, isn't that kind of stupid? You know what I mean?
I follow this. I've never thought this way, but yes, sir. So I wonder what the complete understanding of life is, sir.
Well, that's a good question, because the complete understanding of life only comes when you stop thinking. And you can never stop thinking.
Ah, I see. That's kind of a conundrum, but it's a little tricky to see, but I see what you're saying, sir. That the self cannot see what is not thought.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. You're pretty smart, bro. Who are you, man? Are you mean like me?
Yes, sir, I am you. I am you talking to you, sir.
London View by Eamon Nilsson.
Who you calling chicken, yo? Pick up the phone.
Yeah, motherfucker. I thought I told you one time, I'll tell you 16 times. Stop blasting that monkey bullshit up from the sewer. You trampling my HS signal down to Mexico. I can't get my slave labor coast made. I can't get my signal down there because you trampling my motherfucking signal. I can hear that shit coming up through my...
My sound's all wackety-doo. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I need, like, things or something. It's like the gate. I don't even... The gate doesn't work. The gate works, but the gate's on full right now, so it's gonna clip out a lot. Now the gate's off. I got the gate off. Fuck it. I'm going gateless, baby. No, I need the gate. I need the gate. You need the gate. Alright, 917-719-5923. You give me a call. We could talk about being a natural stoner or whatever you want to do. You could talk about talking to yourself, you know. Wait, did we just...
Okay, wait a minute, second here. That fucking little ancient scripture thing was that eat dog shit backwards.
What?
You know, sir, that I interact a great deal with many of people, and that I only have problems with those who are selfish, stupid, unable to communicate with another person. I got my bun necklace, and I'm going to judo. I said, there's a Nicholas, and I guess he's me, oh. I said, I'm going, go back. Don't play this voicemail.
I won't.
Let it be.
Anyway, let's take a quick break.
When you want to spend a romantic evening with a loved one in the sewer, how do you tell her it's a special night? How do you tell her you want to fuck? Make yourself known with Mayo Martinis. The first alcoholic mayo product on the market. Our dark sewer scientists want to get you laid. They did it the best way they know how. Mayonnaise and alcohol, combined in a fusion of passion and love. Trust me, one sip of this mayo elixir and she's gonna suck your dick. Women can't deny, they want mayo inside. Order now. A 3-liter bottle is only $69.99 on the Dark Sewer Network.
Abracadabra, I sit on his knee. Presto, changeo, and now he is me. Hocus pocus, we take her to bed. Magic is free. We're dead.
Josephine Levine presents Magic, a terrifying love story starring Anthony Hopkins, Anne Margaret, and Burgess Meredith. Rated R.
Nick, I just want to tell you, you make my nipples tingle something fierce.
And it was just
And
fun.
then now Nick the Rat's all jacked up because I listened to his show.
Oh yeah, no, he's off the rails now.
Oh, he's a lunatic.
If it's not in frame, it doesn't exist.
Unbelievable. Wow.
What? What's up?
I just don't get what she's thinking.
Who? Who is that?
It's my son's girlfriend.
She's pretty.
Pretty suggestive. Okay, hold on. What about that one?
It's fine. Here, look at some of my photos.
Oh, girl, you shared those?
Sure, why not?
Well, don't total strangers look at that?
I don't care. I work hard for this body.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another one. Look, me and my boyfriend.
Ooh, you guys aren't wearing anything.
I know. We snuck onto a private beach.
I'm not sure you want to be showing those here.
Showing what?
Nature was nature. But humans started building, Euclidean geometry buildings, the Greek Parthenons and stuff. And that caused an overlap in its visual cortex that looks like a right angle. And it sent the vampires into grand mal epileptic seizures. So we misinterpreted that as holding up crosses. Right?
So it just can't go to cities.
Well, it can't go anywhere that humans move to. And so they died off, right?
Wow.
It's crazy. So
that's a great idea.
Yeah, he's really talented. So the idea is basically that some pharmaceutical company would will them back out of, like Neanderthal DNA.
Yeah.
They're doing gene therapy to basically bring this out of humans again.
Jack McCoy recently lost a case against a millionaire family, one of whom had committed a murder. And they all got together and made up fake alibis and testified for one another. He got a team of lawyers, about 12 of them, to McCoy and his associate all alone. And of course, they won. And at the end of the show, McCoy's associate, Miss Carmichael, whose first name I never get clear, she's only been on the show for a few months. That's right, thank you, Abby Carmichael. She said, well, there are two laws, one for the rich and one for the poor. And Jack McCoy looks off into space and says, what law for the rich? Is there any law that controls the rich? I don't think there is. Well, there was a famous case here in New York about 60 years ago, more or less. A guy named Harry Thor, who was rich from having money. He was filthy, stinking rich. He was fucking rich. He was one of the richest people in the country. And he was not only jealous of the possibility his wife might ball another man after marrying him, he was insanely jealous of the possibility she might have done it before marrying him. And then he found some evidence she had an affair with her before she married him. Before she was married to this guy, she had an affair with an architect named Sanford White. And I presume there's a lot of New Yorkers here. I don't think you all came from out of town. You'll see Sanford White's work at Madison Square Garden. He designed that. You'll also see it in Greenwich Village. He designed the Washington Square Arch. He designed a lot of other great things around New York. Well, Harry Thor found out that Sanford White and his wife had been having an affair before he even met her, not only before he married her, before he even met her. And Harry Thor was the kind of insane, possessive person who couldn't stand the thought that his wife fucked somebody else even before she even saw him. And he brooded over it and brooded and brooded, and one day he walked into the restaurant on Madison Square Garden and he shot Harry Thor. He shot Sanford White in plain sight of about 100 or 200 witnesses. And guess how much prison time he served? 0. Zilch. There is no law for the rich. And then there's DeLorean, the DEA, not my favorite government organization, but the DEA got him on videotape with 3 kilos of cocaine in his lap negotiating the price. Guess how much time DeLorean served? 0, zilch. Richard Nixon was accused of more goddamn crimes than any mafia family you can name. How much time did he serve? Zilch. Spiro Agnew was actually forced to resign and had to pay a fine, but guess how much prison time he served? Zilch. Do you believe, does anybody in the whole goddamn country believe a black kid from the ghetto with a box of cocaine in his lap on television, on video, would have gotten zilch in prison? He would have got 20 to life or something like that. There is no law for the rich.
We're going to be playing a little bit of Battlegrounds. Why? Because there ain't fucking nothing else to play. And I ain't playing no top-down, cute, 7th grade, ball pit Chuck E. Cheese wannabe game called World of Warcraft. I'm not here to hit little lizards and little cheetahs. I'm not here to hit little cute purple dragons with little fireballs for a certain amount of XP because I'm trying to level my guy up so he can unlock a goddamn fucking dinosaur egg. And inside that dinosaur egg, it's like a tarantula that morphs into a winged cadet that flies through the clouds, through dark valleys where volcanoes are exploring, right? And you got fucking 30,000 other people doing the exact same thing, and you're all running around, desync and pinged out of your mind because everything thinks it's cool that we're living back in 2001. That ain't the case. Not on this channel.
Nick the Rat, you fucking get out of here. You boo-looking ass. Hi.
I've never asked you about your family. How is your son?
I have 2 sons. One's 25 and one's 33. And so nice of you to ask because you probably heard that the younger one died last week.
Are you f***ing kidding me?
Yes, I am. Sorry.
Some stores try to show you their moral confidence by putting something on the window that's not really about the product, but about their morality. Sometimes you see a store, it's got a sign above the door that says, like, no hate allowed in here. Like, fuck off, hate, you piece of shit. No hate in there? I hate my father. Like, do I have to stay outside and deal with it before I can come in to buy some shoes? Sometimes the store tries to tell you how ethical they are in the production of their product. I saw one store, it was a women's clothing store, and it had a sign outside, and it said this. It said, 92% of our garments are responsibly produced. 90, just don't put anything. That's 92% is not high enough for bragging. Because that means 8% of their clothes are like, you don't even want to know how we made this shit. It was a bloodbath when we made that skirt. We just tore the skin off of some Honduran kid's back. It's really cat.
Another way of generating a lot of peptides is work that you really enjoy. Look at Michael Hutchison's book, Mega Brain. I'm not making any of this up. I've been joking a bit, but I'm not joking about peptides. If you're doing work you deeply enjoy, you're releasing floods and floods of peptides every day. I used to wonder, why am I so happy and most of the world is so damn miserable? What's wrong with them? I even wrote a book about it. I wrote a book called Prometheus Rising. Plug. Somebody read it. And I was trying to explain to people how to, originally had a subtitle, which the publisher, due to absent-mindedness, left out. The subtitle was How to Use the Human Brain for Fun and Profit. And that's what the book is about. And it was my best ideas about how you can use your brain more efficiently. And that was because I was grieved in my heart and sorrowful to see so much misery and suffering all over the world, and people using their brains entirely for misery and suffering. And some people, if you tell them it's Wednesday, they say, "Oh my God, it's Wednesday." They go into a collapse right away. Anything you tell them, they find it's another cause for misery. And that's because they're just not producing enough peptides. They're producing a lot of adrenochrome and other negative chemicals like that. I finally found out from this recent research on brain chemistry, the reason I'm so bloody happy is that I enjoy my work. I sit down there at the word processor when I'm not on one of these lecture tours. I sit at the word processor for about 10 hours at a bat. My wife keeps saying, "Come and eat something, for Christ's sake, you'll starve. You're going to get eye strain again. Come on." And I'm still hammering away at the word processor. And you know why I'm doing it? I'm addicted. I'm addicted to my own peptides. I'm producing more and more peptides all the time. That's why people keep climbing mountains. Somebody gets to the top of the Matterhorn and they say, "Wow, what an achievement." He says, "I want to go off to the Himalayas now. I want to take on K2. That's because he's getting high on mountain climbing. Anything you really deeply enjoy produces peptides. And that's one of the best arguments for a libertarian society. If people could do what they really enjoy, they'd all be high and happy. And high and happy people don't go around making others miserable.
That's it. Good. Yeah. That's it. Stay close to it. Stay close to it. That's it. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry. Stand up. That's it. That's it. That's it. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're going to start to feel something now. Are you ready? Good. I'm going to go a little bit, okay? All right. That's it. Come in there and match me. That's it. Yeah. Grab higher up on my hand. That's it. That's it. Grab higher still. That's it. Bring the elbow close to you. Inside. Put your elbow inside your body. Inside your body. That's it. And don't be afraid. You can go a little bit. That's it. Oh! There we go. That's it. Release that. Fight me. That's it. That's it. That's what you're here for. Fight it. Beat it. Beat it. Beat it up. That's it. That's it. Don't give up now. Don't give up. I'm going to go a little bit, okay? Are you ready? Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot to take. Okay? Finish it. No, that's not what I'm here. I'm not here to finish it. There's only one thing. I'm here for you. When you're finished, I'll be finished too. That's it. That's it. Have you had enough? Some people like to be hurt. Pin me. Are you sure? Pin me. I'm going to hurt you a little bit. I'm going to hurt you. Just be careful now. I'm going to finish. Ready?
Yeah! All-time leaderboard, okay.
Yes. But like Nick the Rat is all-time winner with 189 wins, Martin JJ with 107, and unbelievably, the non-artist Darren O'Neill, number 3 of all time with 99 wins.
There was a moment in time when Nick the Rat, and you can go look at his page and see this. He's got 10, 20 pages of art. Nick the Rat was submitting serious stuff for about 2 or 3 years, and he's still there. I mean, you can still look at his old stuff, and you see this stuff that's still usable. Nick the Rat was really quite a phenomenon for a while.
Some
then
of
he
his
got
stuff is
to start doing his own show, got a big head, lost his touch.
Nick the Rat. Hello. Sorry, your name just makes me think of that. Howdy.
Sitting here wishing on a cement floor, just wishing that I had just something you wore.
I put it on when I go lonely. Will you take off your dress and send it to me? I miss your kissing and I miss your head, and a letter in your writing doesn't mean you're not dead. So run outside in the desert heat, make your dress all wet, then send it to me. I miss your soup and I miss your bread, and that letter in your writing doesn't mean you're not dead. So spill your breakfast and drip your wine. Just wear that dress when you die. Sitting here wishing on a cement floor, just wishing that I had just something you wore. Bloody your hands on a cactus tree, wipe it on your dress and send it to me.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I don't know. I'll fix the audio one day. We'll get it all worked out. Worked out, I tell you. That last song, the fuck was that? That was a good song. That was Cactus by Demis Couscous. Thank you, Servo, too, for posting all this things. If you like any of this music, it's all on SoundCloud. It's all on SoundCloud / Nick the Rat / like it's all CC by 3PP. It's all there. Whoa, what is this? Hello, caller?
Hey, brother. This be the fourth time last show I'm calling to talk.
Damn, you're breaking up a little bit there. Are you on a
Let me take it off
cell phone?
speakerphone. Probably be better.
Yeah, if you could lower your radio, if you could turn it down, it might fix the
Oh,
connection.
I don't have it on. You know what? Actually, the app is on. Let me turn the app off. That's what it is. Because I was listening to No Agenda. All right. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, you sound pretty good now, yeah.
So, what are you guys doing? How you guys doing? There's a couple things I wanted to address.
We should address them because I'm doing great. What's up?
Well, I'm actually doing shitty, but I can block it out. I got jokes. I got conspiracy theories. I got music. And now, here's a joke for you. Did you know when winter ended, I lost my winter fat, but then I gained spring rolls? It's just a goofy joke.
Let's see, winter fat, spring rolls.
And hey, what kind of music you like?
That's okay. That's an okay one. I like all music. I like noise. Noises.
Hey, are you guys using ham radio, like internet, or like just straight radio?
What?
I always want to do ham radio, and I don't know how radio shows do it because I know you can do internet broadcasting. Because back in the day,
you're not allowed to
I'm 40.
broadcast music or advertisements over. I don't think you're allowed to rebroadcast shows over ham. I don't think I could do this over ham radio legally.
Probably not. Yeah, you're probably right because I don't know everything about that. I'm up in Cleveland, Ohio. The weather has been crazy. It goes to 70, 80 degrees, and then very few times this year so far, but then it'll go to 40 degrees. and in 30s in snow, and then 2 days later it's 75, 80.
Caller, do you think laws exist for rich people?
Unfortunately, Magna Carta, which was something during the Middle Ages, that is not enforced. And of course, there are some rich people that do try to abide, but there are some rich people who go around it. There's always corruption, and there's always going to be a little bit of good, you know. And I learned something in life that good people do bad things sometimes, and bad people do good things sometimes, but there's no necessarily good as a bad or good person. It's the things they do that is bad. But and you can forgive them and they can change, but unfortunately sometimes it's really hard to forgive people for certain things.
I think I learned that lesson from Spider-Man, from a Spider-Man movie once.
Oh man, they got so many of them now.
Yeah, there's some in the movie, the Homecoming one. I've been watching that a lot lately. Spider-Man is the reason everything fucks up in that movie.
Is that the one? Now I haven't seen. I've seen like 4 of them or something, but there's one now. They got like there's multiple Spider-Man. I mean,
yeah, it's like every movie now. Every movie is like multiple everythings now.
Now I'll tell you how I was a kid. Like I'm 40 years old. And like I said, at 40, when I was young, I was into the Spider-Man comic books and Maximum Carnage, the Sega Genesis game. They had it in a Super too, but it was more fluid on Sega. And like, you know, the gameplay. But anyway, I got almost every series of Maximum Carnage, which was, he was like Venom, but he was red, and the symbiote grabbed around his body. And Spider-Man was strong and powerful, and it was just some amazing shit. And
Did you ever have any Spider-Man toys or Marvel or mutant X-Men toys?
I think I did have like maybe 1 or 2 or something. I can't remember, but what I did have, I had Terminator toys and Alien with what's her name?
Ripley?
Yeah, and old He-Man and Ninja Turtles. Now nowadays they don't make figures as strong as they used to, and they cost more.
You brought up a lot of you hit about 20 synchronicities with me right here. The Turtles toys, they released them again for $20.
The originals, like
yeah, it's like a replica of the originals that they re-released, and they cost $20 instead of $5. So
yeah, there's a big difference. That shows the value of the dollar. And you know what? Like, I appreciated the newer movies. I didn't see the second one. I seen the first newer one. But you know what's crazy? Now they're like intimidating as hell. They're kind of Raphael's ghetto. Is like, and I liked it, but I still like my original. You know, especially the theme song.
The original, like the cartoon or the original comic.
Now.
There's so many iterations of them. They've existed and they've been popular forever, so they got to keep changing.
Yeah, there's like 50 series cartoons now.
Yeah, a couple of them are actually pretty good, and a couple of them are really, really bad.
I need to check them out. Like there's, you know, different artist drawings, the way they draw it. Now, I'll tell you what mine is, but tell me what your favorite toy playing up when you grow up.
Well, I was a big Turtles fan. I probably
had just action figures.
A lot of Turtles. G.I. Joes were cool because you could like hang them and they bent and they did all those weird things. But also like the X-Men toys. Those were like we used to, instead of watching a movie where there was like a huge fight between all the characters, you would just do it yourself with all the toys and stuff. Like the Beast is fighting Spider-Man stuff. It was great.
I never got to watch G.I. Joe because at the time I was born in '82. But
I didn't watch G.I. Joe either, but just the toys were cool.
They were so expensive that they were more expensive than like Turtles and Terminator. Like some of my spoiled friends got it, and maybe I just wanted them and I never got them. But but now my favorite toy was plastic army men. I had thousands of them, and tanks and barbed wire, and
like the green ones.
At one. Oh yeah, green, gray, black, the Germans, the Japanese, everything. And you know, artillery and plastic barbed wire. You'd have plastic sandbags, and we would set up bases. Eventually, I got into rolling dice board games, but
Sweet.
the funny thing is, we weren't real wealthy. We're like lower middle class, but we had a 3-foot pole for a while when I was young, and we eventually took it down. And up under a 3-foot pole is just sand. And me and my buddy used to do reenactments of the Middle East Iraq War, kind of like Desert Storm on Sega Genesis. It was a bunch of sand, like literally. So like, hey, when you were a kid, is it wrong now? As I'm older, I can't play with toys, like, but I would like to take my army men and paint them. Is that wrong?
No, that's not wrong. If you play board games and you already Warhammer and all that stuff, it's I got giant robots.
You said Warhammer,
Mech Warrior, and BattleTech.
Oh.
Giant stop your.
Have you ever heard of
toys? Toys are still good to play with, but dice and adding rules makes it a little bit more acceptable.
Yeah, but if you get too complicated, like I like some complicated things, but sometimes you just roll it. Like, you ever hear X's and allies?
Mm-hmm.
That's the next step from Risk.
Because when you're a kid playing with toys, you get in a fight with Tommy, and then he's like, no, but when you're older, you use dice and real rules.
Thank God I didn't have no friends like that. Like maybe one of them, but like now let me ask you this: what you drinking on?
Sadly, Heineken Light. Isn't it weird they made toys for Terminator? Like, here's a bloody action movie, and your little Timmy. Here you go, Timmy. Here's a toy with like.
Yeah, there was one where you like push the goo out because like the face of the Terminator, it would rip the cybernetic skin off.
Like Terminator and Aliens. Those weren't kids movies, but they made toys. Like Rambo, Terminator.
And now I had like the green alien, like you press a button in the back and the arm would move. Like the one I would have the Terminator without the skin, and I might have one with the skin, and there's like half a face with the skin off. And I hope I find them. I got them somewhere. I'm sure they're worth something. I wish I left them in a package. But these toys nowadays, they cost more, and I swear they're not put together as good.
Caller, all I hear is you're probably playing with these toys still, aren't you? Sir, you got to put the toys down. You're a little bit too big now to be slamming them together off the top rope.
I don't know where the hell they are. I'm hoping my mom and dad didn't throw them away. I'm 40 years old. I got to work.
There's a couple. I guess most toys you can't really slam them together anymore. They articulate too much. It was back then. There was like the slam press, hot press, fucking piece of plastic, vacuum seal it. Here's a toy.
Well, and now we got the 3D printers, and they're getting cheaper and cheaper, and like we can build our own toys. A lot of wargaming guys, like you mentioned, Warhammer. Oh man. Oh, and besides, since you told me what you were drinking, I'm drinking Milwaukee's Best Ice, and I drank a couple Edge 8% alcohol, and then. Forgive me, but if I'm allowed,
Beast. You're drinking the Beast.
Oh yeah, my favorite beer is Milwaukee Best Ice.
Oh, I gotta look this up.
If I was a millionaire, I'd still drink it. But I'm drinking Ice House Edge, which is 8%, and then I smoked me a joint or two, and I hope I didn't get you in trouble for saying it on air.
Hold on, let me light up my joint or two right now.
Wait a minute, where's mine? I'm down.
Actually, no, okay. I thought you were talking about some other beer, but I've never had Milwaukee's Best Ice. They don't sell that here in New York.
Really?
I don't think I've ever seen this beer. It's got is it a big red shield or a blue shield?
Well, they got 3 ones. There's a regular Milwaukee Best. It's like 5%.
What color is that
white,
shield?
Red.
Yeah, that's the premium.
You've probably seen that. And the one I'm drinking is 5.9%, so it's a little stronger, but...
Oh, on their website, it doesn't say drink responsibly. It says celebrate responsibly. I like it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
If I had a beer, I'd put, like, fuck responsibly on it.
Now I can gladly say I could drive if I wanted to. I know I'm capable, but I have never. I've only drove for 3 years of my life because I have some. When I did drive, I never ever drove drunk or even one sip of beer. I've left my car somewhere.
That's good.
But I'm no better than anyone else because I used to drive around smoking bud and shit. But I would never do that again when I get my car.
There's a big difference between driving drunk and driving high. You probably shouldn't drive on anything, but if you're stoned and driving, you're gonna be a lot better off than driving drunk.
Definitely, but there is a point where you can get too stoned, bro.
Oh well, yeah. It's especially not edibles. Don't do edibles and drive.
No, I actually did it. It wasn't that bad. It was just like smoking a bunch of it. My one buddy, and I did it a few times. He gave me 3 gummies. Then he gave me a half a brownie. Then he gave me 3 more gummies. And this is within like 2 hours. And I just felt like I smoked 2 blunts, a bong, and 2 bowls. Like I was stoned, but I just wanted to eat something. Now, I heard of some people passing out in their plate and dying. That's the people who never smoked before. They have no tolerance.
That's true.
And it's not that bad, but you know, if you ain't used to it, don't only take a little bit. But
I took a little bit a couple weeks ago, and I was barely able to do the podcast. It was very strange.
Now, well, if it was probably a strong milligram, maybe
it was very strong. It was like 2,000 milligram gummy, but
yeah, if you're 2,000, I heard it was 100 and 500. That's a lot. That's probably that's like smoking freaking 20 blunts. You know,
it was pretty bad. Yes,
I bet you ate something.
I did.
Hey, you ever hear of dabs?
Yeah, I've never tried a dab. Never did one.
Oh, I did it maybe 2-3 times, but the first time I did it, I coughed for 45 minutes. I felt good, but I didn't like the coughing. I was horrible. And then I went home and ate like 3 bologna sandwiches and who knows what else.
I sometimes get the munchie, but sometimes I get so high I get paranoid of food. And if I think about it, then I don't want to eat it, and I just sit there and
Usually when I hit the bud, I just don't give a F. But I'll tell you one thing, my one buddy, he smoked growing up. We smoked. He taught me how to a lot. He don't get no munchies rarely.
I also don't, but it's for the reason I just stated. Also, I could I don't get the munchies too much. I when I get them though. Like if you put a bag of chips in front of me and I take one, I'm gonna eat the whole thing. You know, it's the whole.
Right.
Done. But
that's normal.
If it's not there, I don't go looking for it. Really, I'm too.
Now you know what though. See that's normal, but everyone gets affected differently.
Yeah.
I know some people who like the stupid ass harder white shit, and I'm like, I don't care for that. They like the Zoom. I like Donna, and all of a sudden it's like they say the weed makes them paranoid. When I hit a joint or a bowl, I'm like, I don't give a fuck now. But some people get all weirded out, and I don't. But that's their body chemistry. They can't control that.
True. I get paranoid when I'm high. The thing, like if I know that it's just me being paranoid though. But if I'm drunk, if I get some beers in there too after I smoke, then I don't care anymore, at all. Like the paranoia goes away completely. The alcohol gets rid of the weed paranoia.
Man, I'm about to donate to your show just because you on here talking to me, bro.
Oh.
I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, 216. I'm a metalhead. I'm this and that. I love conspiracy. I love a lot of history. I can tell you got a brain on your shoulder. And I don't even know everything about you, but my one dude, he had told me he listens to you. He's like, hey, give him a call in, you know? And
what's some good metal?
I listen to everything from black metal to death metal to heavy metal to old school rock and roll, even some rap a little bit.
Nice. Do you like Slayer?
Tell me something. Yeah, definitely. It took me a while to get into them, like their first few albums. Now I appreciate them, but I didn't appreciate the first few albums. But when they get, like, one of my favorite songs is Skeleton of Society. And look, God Hates Us All, that whole album. I mean, I could name 50 songs. Old school Metallica, I love my Megadeth. I love a lot of
Megadeth,
death
nice.
metal. Black. Hey, guess what my 2 first concerts were?
Weezer.
I never heard of them till I'm older. I still don't know much, but Marilyn Manson. Like right now, I look like a Viking, but Marilyn Manson. When I was young, I used to dress androgynous. I was a freak. And
Do you have a goth phase? You went goth?
Oh, it ain't a phase, bro. Just because I got hair now, I'm still goth. Like, but it's the most expensive way to dress. Like if you want to like look awesome. And anyway, so my first concert at Marilyn Manson, I'm 15 years old. I lied to my mom and dad and told it was someone else. I don't know, maybe Rammstein. And Rammstein's worse because they got dildos and no one knew about it. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't the band I told them. But when my mom and dad found out, I was going with a Russian girl named Yana, and I was 15 years old, and I met up. My mom and dad like, we don't want you going. We're so mad at you, but since you already spent the money, we want you to pick you up. So this is the first time. I went there twice. Guess who was there? Here in Cleveland, Ohio, we have a famous weatherman called Dick Goddard, and he's known throughout the country. He promotes protection of animals.
What did you just say?
And on News Channel 8 in Cleveland,
Dick
Ohio. Yeah, his name is Dick Goddard, probably short for Richard, which I don't understand why that's short for Richard. But so he's real famous, and he promotes animal protective, like multiple states. He has a news in Northeast Ohio. And so when he he said he went to the wrong concert. He thought it was another band. Before the concert started, the spotlight went on him. Everyone went, Dick, Dick, Dick. It was funny as hell. And later on in the news, he said he appreciated the concert. It was actually good, even though he went to the wrong concert. But before Marilyn Manson played, there was a band called Nashville Pussy.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, it was just your basic rock and roll, like really wild. And now Marilyn Manson, that was like the freaking Antichrist. I was black lipstick and spiked collars and fishnet, and now I'm like barbarian red hair. But the crazy thing is, like back then, oh my God, it was so different. Like we didn't have phones. Like the gothic people were so different. Like
yeah, everything. It's it changes a lot.
It's still there. It's underground, but now I used to think they were so satanic. Everyone thought it, but Marilyn Manson really wasn't satanic, even though he was desecrated as a or prepared as a priest for Anton LaVey, which is actually atheism. But he just speaking about pains in the church, and a lot of people went through bad things and disagreements and just rebellion, basically, you know. And some of his albums sound like 1970s rock. And you go to nowadays, you got Insane Clown Posse, this and that, Cannibal Corpse. Now you got rap that is imitating the old school goth and death metal, but they're still rapping. And I mean, if you think about it, man, all music rhymes, even rock and roll. And I love music. I play drums and guitar. Do you play any instruments?
I play the flute. Not just the skin flute. Wind instruments, I'm pretty good at.
You're bad.
No, I seriously, I play a lot of. I got a lot of.
That's cool.
I got a lot of tin whistles in the sewer down here. Piano a little bit. You know, just music.
Now,
music in
piano
general.
is your basic.
Yeah, it's I've been getting into electronic music, and I've been learning Ableton Live.
Ooh, what's that?
It's a DAW. It's DAW.
Mm.
And it's some people hate digital stuff for music, and I can understand that because there's no like if you're hitting a drum and you're feeling it and your rhythm and you're going through it, but I can't have a drum set up in the sewer. The echo would probably collapse the walls on me, so I have to find other ways to get beats and rhythms.
Yeah,
so.
You got to have an electric drum set, or now one of the drummers they'll put T-shirts over their drums. It definitely, quiesome. But now, those people who don't like electronic music or this and that, they just haven't heard the good stuff. Like, there's a group called Gunship. There's a group called Mega Drive.
Gunship is great.
Oh yeah, Cyclone 9. I mean, Nine Inch Nails, of course.
There's a lot. There's so much of everything out there. It's just, and you just can't find it all. Sometimes you'll just hear it and you're like, that's good, but you just have to hear it.
This is, I don't know how old you are, but this is the greatest age in the world for music. But unfortunately, for the bands themselves, it's not, because it's hard to make money now.
Yeah, you know what I keep seeing pop up in music stories lately, and it just kind of makes me nauseous? Billy Corgan. I don't know why. The guy from Smashing Pumpkins who now owns some wrestling thing. There's always
I heard
stories.
about the A if he likes it. That's cool.
No, it's fine, but everybody hates this guy, Billy Corgan, and he seems
Really, I did not know that.
Yeah, he gets a lot of. He's kind of like Do you watch Star Trek? He's kind of like Wesley Crusher.
I love Star Trek, Star Wars.
Billy Corgan's like the Wesley Crusher of the music industry, I think.
Well, you know what he was though? He was a vampire. Like, he talked about it like he was just goth. Like, and he used to have long hair.
Mm-hmm.
He's a lot of girls like him. He's got a couple good songs. I don't know everything about him, but
I also never met him. I don't want to burn bridges. Billy, if you're out there and you want to come on the show, come on the show. I'll talk to you.
Hell yeah, Billy Corgan, get on here. Man, I'm telling you, no, he and I think he did some music for some vampire movies too. And he was alternative. That was like the grunge, you know.
He's a talented musician.
Shit, I'm gonna have to send you some money and buy you some beer and keep your show going on. You have to tell me your schedule so I can listen to your show. And I was listening to it
Wednesday nights. Every Wednesday night, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Nick the Rat Radio. Oh man, I gotta go I gotta go, caller.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
I gotta take a hot caca. Oh god, thanks for the call. We're gonna listen to some music right here. We got Altered State by Klesky. Burning. Nah, I just gotta pee.
For decades, we've been looking for a signal from alien civilizations. But what if their first message didn't come as a radio transmission, but was instead delivered like a gift? been looking for a signal from alien civilizations. But what if their first message didn't come as a radio transmission, but was instead delivered like a gift? Gift, 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 gift.
Hey, motherfucker.
I'm going to try out some of this canine.
I just feel like I got drunk, and I'm not even on anything. I haven't drank anything. That is what listening to Nick the Rat will do to you.
In the year 2020, amidst the chaos of a world riddled with corruption and deception, a clandestine government agency known as the BLOOD sought to gain control over the secrets of immortality. In the year 2020, amidst the chaos of a world riddled with corruption and deception, as they plotted to acquire the services of Dr. government agency known as the BLOOD sought to gain control over the secrets of immortality. Dr. Volkov was a maverick in the field of biotechnology as they plotted to acquire the services of Dr. Amelia Volkov, a scientist renowned for her unparalleled brilliance. Her groundbreaking research on Dr. Volkov was a maverick in the field of biotechnology, a sinister organization shrouded in unraveling the mysteries of life and death. Unbeknownst to her, her groundbreaking research on blood therapy had caught the attention of the BLOOD, a sinister organization shrouded in secrecy and nefarious intent. Dressed in a black suit that seemed Dr. Volkov sat in her dimly lit laboratory, surrounded by the hushed whispers of experimental intentions of the peculiar figure materialized before her to enlist her expertise. Dressed in a black suit that seemed to absorb the very essence of life. Intrigued by the agency's proposal, the enigmatic agent revealed the sinister intentions of the BLOOD and their desire to enlist her expertise in their bid for immortality. The agency hastily deployed her revolutionary blood therapy without proper testing. Dr. Volkov agreed to join volunteers, oblivious to the depths of corruption and deception that awaited her. The world marveled at the newfound agency hastily deployed her revolutionary blood therapy without proper testing, luring unsuspecting global population to the clutches of immortality's grip. The unintended consequences of immortality at the newfound prospect of eternal life. The eternal of the inescapable upon humanity awaited proved to be a double-edged sword. As the global population spiraled out of control, the unintended consequences of immortality became an unbearable burden. The eternal existence bestowed upon humanity proved to be a double-edged sword. Devoid of the delicate balance that accompanies mortality, the world had become an overcrowded lives stretched to infinity became an unbearable burden, souls where ennui and melancholy thrived in the absence of purpose. Legends arose, passed by down the year 3333, prophesying the world had become an overcrowded graveyard, a harbinger of deliverance suffering souls seeking escape from their eternal prison. The newly established Bible passed down through generations, prophesying the arrival of a Savior named Cecil on earth, the harbinger of deliverance from the unbearable torment of everlasting life. The newly established Bible of 3,330 embrace of finality tales of Cecil's arrival on earth, promising an end to the perpetual existence that had become mankind's curse, forever haunted by the consequences of her release of death. longing for the sweet embrace of embodiment of guilt and remorse. Within this tapestry of despair, the suffering she had inadvertently found herself trapped, forever haunted by the consequences of her existence. As the last remnants she became the living embodiment of guilt and remorse, Dr. Volkov tormented by the suffering she had inadvertently unleashed upon humanity. In her final act of contrition, in the twilight of her existence, as the last remnants of humanity clung to their stories of heinous Dr. Volkov became the sole custodian of the truth. So, as the world approached its inevitable contrition, the words of Dr. Volkov exposing the corruption of the BLOOD serving as a cautionary tale for manipulation of life itself. The legacy of Sessage remained, as the world approached its inevitable demise, the words of Dr. Volkov echoed through the desolate streets, serving as a cautionary tale for future generations. The story of humanity's legacy of Sessage remained, and the subsequent revelation to the folly of unchecked utility and the dangers of tampering with the fragile greatest wisdom lies not in the pursuit of eternal life. In the end, the story of humanity's pursuit of immortality and the subsequent revelation of its inherent futility served as a reminder that perhaps the greatest wisdom lies not in the pursuit of eternal life.
The end. Cock. Tits. But in embracing the transient beauty of mortality. Fuck. The end. Ass. Cunt. The ending. Cock. Tits. Pussy. Shit. Fuck. Ass. Cunt. Dick.
Hi everybody. That last caller was cool as fuck. Yeah, things change. Just like the locales in neighborhoods they age and change. The hip hop became the rap, became the mumble, became the who knows. Becomes the things just grow out of things. It only takes one or two people to change everything. You never know who the one or two people are that are going to be the changers. But you know, it's all the same stuff. It's all vibrations. Metal will live on. Metal is fucking good. I used to not like metal very much. I used to say like all music except country music. Country, there's some good country music. Not all of it's good, but you know, there's not all good of anything. It's all just vibrations and shit. Now, are they good vibrations or bad ones? It's all an opinion, dude. The rich people are not. They're not affected by the law. I just had a big conversation with ChatGPT, and I'm like, "Hey, dude, the rich people laws don't apply to rich people." It's like, yeah, dude, it applies to everybody equally. But I'm like, say you get a parking ticket for $50, is that going to affect a poor person like it will a rich person? It was like, it might not affect them, but it's the equal punishment for the crime. These crimes, I came up with an idea. If you get a parking ticket, it should, if you get a ticket for parking like a douche, it should be like a 1%, a 0.05% ding on your total value. Why are we not dung for our values? It's gonna make everything. It would reverse the power, because say I only had $100 to my name, and I get a parking ticket, and it's like, well, you got a parking ticket, so it's 0.05% of your total income, which is what, like 50 cents or some shit. So if I got a parking ticket, I'm like, well, you know, it's only 50 cents. But if a rich person got that, and they had like $1 million trillion, that one parking ticket might be like $5,000, and they might be like, whoa. But it should have the same effect on each person because it's just the percentage. There's inequality in the ticketing system, I think. Yeah. The one thing that we also do share that's not percentage of worth monetarily would be time. If you get a parking ticket, it should always be, instead of money, it should be your time. Like if you park like shit, you have to clean up garbage, like 5 pounds of garbage. How about that? Instead of a parking ticket, you have to pick up 5 pounds of garbage and throw it away. Like why are these tickets, when we're trying to make people better citizens? When you give somebody a ticket and you're like, you're going to give me $50, $100, $200, it just makes them pissed off. If you got a parking ticket and you had to spend some time to clean up garbage, you get pissed off, but it would be a different feeling. It would be a little bit more gratifying because it's not just your money going into a hole. You're actually making a change in the neighborhood. See, there's so many little changes we could do that would totally bankrupt the system and take away the power from the rich people. That'll never happen. But I think I should run to be president. Diane, am I old enough to be president? You could smoke weed now and be president, right? It's legal in most federal. I don't know. Okay. I'm not saying landlording's not unethical, but I will say, no, I don't think there's anything wrong with. You're just lucky that you got the building with the. I think maybe property taxes should be lowered, or there should be different types of taxes. Maybe the more people like if somebody has the 50-foot square foot area on the floor, but their building goes up like in the air. I don't know. It's the rent is too damn high though. I don't know how you fix everything. There's a lot of fucking problems out there. I don't know how to fix them. But there should be some changes in some things, right? Maybe for the better. If there's a better solution, why not try it? It's like one of those massive multi-online role-playing games. If there's a rule or a law that people don't like, they change it. But then it usually just sucks. Never mind. Okay, let's listen to some more voicemail. The show is almost over. We're almost done here. Is it the show's over? Is the show over?
Hi, Dick.
Oh God, this show's.
It's Eugene the Kid. Oodles the doodle, Nicky. Oodles the doodle.
All right. I figured out a way to make people not want to have money. If you're a landlord, you have to show how much money you're making to everybody living in the building. There has to be, if you own land, if you're a landlord, you need to have a bulletin board showing everybody that participates in your land the value of it. I'm sure it might actually be possible to. I just think I always have the best way to. I'll say it again. The best way to fix society is to get rid of privacy completely. There has to be zero privacy within society to fix all the issues. Even though there will always be privacy within your mind, and but if you're doing stuff in it, and you could probably manipulate it. Backdoors and shit. But I would like to know where, say, my cheeseburger came from very intricately. Like, oh, I'm going to this McDonald's on this street. Where did they get this cheese from? Where did all this come from? And how much did it cost for everybody in the chain Like, there has to be complete source code access. I don't know. It's probably... Okay, whatever. I don't know. It's like open source, or an open source society. How about that? There we go. I think to fix most problems, there'll still be a shitload because there's still hackers out there. But at least they'd be smart. And at least the people taking advantage of the system that I think might be better, which would be an open source society, would be taken advantage of by smarter people. Right now, the system is being taken advantage of by everybody because it's completely closed source, mostly. I don't know. Thank God for open source music, just like this song called The Reawakening by Scott Buckley. We'll be right back. Good night, Servo. Sweet dreams. My Canadian brethren. Mwah. I just made my post. First apply on Fairy God Boss. Somebody's talking about how often do you rewrite your resume? I wrote almost never. You know, and I figure I'd interact with these ladies. You know, if you're looking for a chick, you should probably go on to fairygodboss.com. All these the ladies, women are looking. Well, it might be me. You might find me on there, but they're you know, if she works, she twerks. Is that what they say? Oh, okay. Well, late night warriors. It's very late. It's 1:30, 8:40, 1:40 in the morning in New York City right now, in the East Coast. Just want to say thank you to all my late night warriors staying up and having a good time, talking about whatever and stuff. You know, things. Is there any other voicemails? 917-719-5923. No, somebody sent a picture. What is this? The new moon means fresh cosmic rays and beginnings. Great times for goals and intentions, setting especially. May the new lunar cycle bring you much goodness and prosperity. Friday, May 19th. Oh, okay, that happened a little. I missed that one. But yeah, there's the new moon. Look at that. There's a picture of that. Thank you for that message. Thank you for hanging out. Don't be. Hold on one second. Oh, if you have a Pixel phone, a Pixel telephone, they even call it a telephone anymore. Everybody just calls it a phone or a cell phone. Are cell phones telephones? Telephones? They're more telephones than the telephones were telephones. I'm going to bring that word back. Telephone. Telephone is a word that you don't hear anymore because nobody says that. Like, can I see your telephone? What's your telephone number? What's your phone number? Telephone number. Telephone. Yeah. Cellophone. You sell the cell phone. Sell a phone. Sell a cell phone. Sell a cell phone. Sell a telephone. Man. All right. Yeah, we're at that point of the night. We're just saying things now. Okay. I love you all. Everything's going to be okay. If you wake up, it's hallelujah. You know? You only hear it once. Why not experience it? You're not going to know when you're gone. Does it really matter? Probably fucking not. You know? Doesn't really. It's a wild ride, okay? Don't be a dick. Be a very strong person and lick the donut hole. And cheers to you. And congratulations to me for another episode of Nick the Rat Radio. Coming to an end. We'll be back next week, Wednesday, at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all of your favorite networks. The No Agenda Network, the Twitch Network, the YouTube Network, the Dark Sewer Network, especially. Don't kill me, scientist. What's going on with my stream right now? It's just, I got that window open down here. Let's go back over to the studio. All right. I see you. I'm watching you. There'll be more improvements to the show. I'll work on some audio stuff. I have to figure out what's going on with this shit. You shouldn't be able to hear that. You hear that? You shouldn't be able to. Something's breaking the noise gate. And it is pissing me off. Okay, look. I'm sorry, okay? We're only 387 episodes in. We'll figure this out one day. Until then, Good night. Good luck. Live long and perspire. We have existence with, by, in, for, hand, to tusk. Good night, everybody. Love you so much. See you next week. Bienvenidos, Bon Jovi. Por favor.
Scientist of any kind would ever say that anything could not possibly happen.
Good night, Will.
Do you believe in the possibility of life after death?
No, I believe in a long, long sleep, baby.
When we say to ourselves, you must go on, easy is that we are not living in the eternal now. The reality is, we are always thinking that the satisfaction of life will be coming later. Get yourself.
Do you believe in the possibility of life after death?
No, I believe in a long, long sleep, baby.
Scientist of any kind would ever say that anything could not possibly happen.
Do you believe in the possibility of life after death?
No, I believe in a long, long sleep, baby.
When we say to ourselves, you must go on, easy is that we are not living in the eternal now. The reality is, we are always thinking that the satisfaction of life will be coming later. Don't kid yourself.
Truth.
Turn to meet the sun. The death of centuries. Moon chaser, blasphemer, monkey, vase of prehistory. Finally to earth and finally born. Yes. Yes.
Stop killing animals!